Love, light, and blessings. This is the last time I'm making this video because I accidentally pressed the stop recording after recording for over 22 minutes for this video. So we're gonna try it again now, guys. So this video is going to be about the decks that I plan to use for this summer. Okay, so before we get started, if you want to become a channel member and get exclusive content, please press the join button and you will get exclusive videos, daily messages, depending what tier you have, access to videos, monthly meetups, all the things. So if you click on join, it has an explanation and a rundown of all the different benefits at the different levels. Also, if you want to send me a super thanks, all you would have to do is click on the thanks and right next to the join button, and there you can give a monetary donation. Okay, and it's just a super thanks thanking me for my videos. Okay, so and if you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, shamanic@workpriestess.com, shamanic@workpriestess.com, where you can get an exclusive and private reading with me. All right, so without further ado, these are the decks that I plan to use this summer. So for the months of June, July, and August. Okay, I did start using one of the decks today. So I plan to use the decks from today all the way to the ending of August. So today is May 29th. All right, so first deck I want to talk about is the chakra cards. Okay, in the summer I'm very drawn to very colorful decks, and this deck is right up my alley. So I'm really excited. This is one of the newer decks that I've got when I was at my old apartment before I moved into my house, and I'm really excited to work with this deck because I did do some readings with it. These are the cards and decks I'm going to use for my memberships when I do my 1 card a day messages, my bi-weekly and monthly readings. So I'm really excited about that. So this is the backs of the cards, and like I love the artwork, and I really look forward to doing readings with this deck and seeing what messages Spirit is going to have for the channel members. And I'm also planning to do my own readings for myself as well. So this is again one of my newer decks that I purchased. This is also a newer deck that I purchased before I move, is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and I feel drawn to work with it for summer. Okay, I like the way the deck looks. This is only the first half. The deck is thicker, but I'm just going to leave it in this container. That's how I accidentally pressed the wrong buttons. This is the backs of the cards, and I don't know, something about the artwork in here just feels really summer energy to me. So, and I love the keywords, the artwork, like something about it just really enhances my intuition, and I feel like I could definitely connect with this deck on a very spiritual level. So I cannot wait to see the messages that Spirit's going to have and my guides are going to have for myself and others that I choose to do readings with this deck. So I'm excited about that. Wait, let me, it's upside down. Put the guidebook in the right place, but it has like a little tab here, and I want to make sure that I put it away the right way. Okay, so that's the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I got both of these decks from Amazon Prime. So third deck is also a newer deck that I've gotten that I forgot that I had at my old place, and it's the Precious Gem Oracle cards by Maxine God. I love this deck, and I also got really great readings with it, and I'm really excited to use it this summer. This is the backs of the cards. I adore this card, like this back. The deck just looks so fancy. It's so gorgeous. I love like the eyes and the faces, you know, when they represent like each of the crystals and things like that. Like, it's just gorgeous. I can literally get lost and the faces and the artwork. Just different eye positions in each of the cards. It's just gorgeous. Look at labradorite and lapis lazuli. She looks very like Oshun, Isis type energy. Like, I love it so much. Look at orange agate. It's just, oh, look at this one's face. Look at her face. Like, it just has the type of faces, like, I could just get lost in their faces. Like, look at Ruby. Look at her eyes. It's just gorgeous. Sapphire. Her eyes are closed. She's looking down. Like, it's just so beautiful. You have Snowflake Obsidian. Like, it's just beautiful. Look at her, Sugarlight. Just different faces, different eye shapes. It's just gorgeous, guys. Like, zebra jasper. Yeah, so I love it. I love it. I could be here forever. Very colorful, very earth energy. Just, they look like goddesses to me. And this is the Precious Gems Oracle. Like, they look like spiritual beings that live in the crystals. Like, something about it's just like, oof, I don't know, I love it. The other deck that I plan to work with also is the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle cards this summer as well. So the months of May, June, July, and August. And love this one. This is one of the older decks of Colin Baron Reed. I don't really buy any of her new decks, but I love this deck. I love the black fairies. I love, there's animals in here, and there's like earth, hawk. I love the words. I love the nature and the artwork. Something about this deck, Merlin. Sorry for the glare. Water fairy. Just something about the artwork. Wind fairy. It just feels very summer to me. Like, summer is all about getting back in nature and just that energy of earth and all its beautiful elements and things like that. So love it. This is the backs, which I freaking love. So, and this is the Wisdom of the Avalon. There's 52 cards. The next deck that I want to show you guys, I want to make sure this closes properly, is the Spirit Messages Daily Guidance Oracle cards. And this is one of my older ones. It was in storage. I forgot that I had it, so I'm excited now that I've had access to my storage and I'm able to rediscover new ones, so I'm excited about that. So Spirit Messages, this one is one of my newer purchases that I just never used. Ended up putting it in storage. Look at the beautiful colors. I feel drawn to work with these cards now. The backs are beautiful. A lot of people deck modded because I think to me was all the wording, but I'm just gonna ignore that and just use the keywords and the artwork. And when I've used it like that, I've gotten some really powerful messages. So I am going to be using this deck for my one card pulls. Like, I love that I feel the vibration when working with this. This also feels very chakra, color healing type of deck. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to use it for, like soul healing and messages for the members and for myself and journaling. Like, I'm actually really excited to work with this deck. And it's the Spirit Messages Daily Guidance by John Holland. This deck is one of my newer purchases. Well, not new, but I barely used it. And now that summer's coming, I feel drawn to work with mermaid decks. So it's by Karen Kay. And it's Messages from the Mermaids. And oh, look at the back of this deck. It's beautiful. And I'm really excited to work with this one. Okay, it's just a beautiful deck. It literally has some diversity in it. The artwork is beautiful. And I am just really, really excited to work with this deck and pull messages. What messages are we going to get? What would the spirits tell us? What I love about this deck is that it has black and brown mermaids. It has mermen. Like, I love that because it also has like plus size mermaids, athletic. Like, she has a nice athletic body type. You have a voluptuous mermaid. Okay, yes, I love that. You have different skin tones, so different light, darker skin tones, you know, so different shades and tones of melanin, which I love. Different hair textures, ages, all the things. Like, it's pretty good. I love it. And I love it because I work with La Seren and Yemaya, and these are black mermaids, and it's just a lot of times when you buy mermaid decks, they usually look very Eurocentric, and we also work with mermaid energies. Africans do, brown people do, like other cultures work with mermaid energy. So I like that this deck has different cultures, different skin tones and body types, because, you know, more than one culture works with mermaid energy. This deck is called Native Spirit, and it's by Denise Lynn. She says she's part of the it's in the back of this book, Cherokee Nation. Dennis Lynn is a member of the Cherokee Nation, so she's Native American. So I like that a Native American made a Native American deck. I love this deck. It is literally very, this is the backs. It's very earth-based, very beautiful, and I've never used it for anyone but myself, but I'm really, really being called to share it with my channel members when I do the one card a day, bi-weekly, monthly reads, that type of things on my channel, and possibly even client readings someday as well. So I'm going to be working with this for memberships and client readings, because I use it a lot for myself, but I'm just being called to change it up a bit, and I love it. The guidebook is everything, guys. So, yep. And that's the Native Spirit. So I am so excited. As you can see, for me, summer's all about that earth energy, okay? Summer's a good time for healing as well, so doing a lot of healing work. The next deck I want to show you guys is the Soul Journey Lesson Cards, by James Van Praagh. And so I plan to work with this deck over the summer. Look at the back of this deck. Look at all the beautiful colors. Very summer. Beautiful keywords. I like the whole mandala. It's just what it is, and there's affirmations, but there's also like denial. Like, there's positive and negative messages, even though they're affirmations, which I love, you know, being called to have empathy, being called not to be envious, okay, working through the energy when you feel like a failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, like how to turn it around. Fear, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So I love that, you know. Oh my God, this health one, look at that. So I'm really, really excited. Look at love. But again, not all the messages are positive, which is what I love. Okay, regret. Look at regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Exactly. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So I love it. I cannot wait to do daily polls with the Soul Journeys lesson. Okay, cannot wait because I've used this for readings, channeling, things like that. So I'm excited to start using this. This was also in storage. This was in storage. The Wisdom of the Avalon was in storage. Okay, so all these decks were in storage. So I'm like really excited that I have my decks back. This one is always been with me, The Messages from Your Archangel by Doreen Virtue, but I forgot about it because I've gotten newer decks and things. But I want to work with this deck again, and I want to work with it during the summer. I love working with the angels in the summer. I love focusing on self-love and healing in the summer, because summer is when most of us, not all, have body dysmorphia or body issues. This is swimsuit season, and for me, I cannot speak for everybody, and many of the people within the plus size community, some of us struggle with the summer and short sleeves and shorts and all of that. So in the summer, I like to surround myself a lot with self-love and angelic energy and self-acceptance and things like that. You know, if you're plus size, you can wear shorts, you can wear tank tops, you can wear short sleeves, you can wear loose clothes. Like, we can have fashion at any size and look good and feel good. So, you know, if you're plus size and you're like, I don't know, like I started wearing my two-piece and my bathing suits, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what somebody that you don't know thinks about you. It matters what you think about yourself. So summer is that time when I surround myself with that high vibrational energy, because I'm channeling that like self-love, self-acceptance, all the beautiful energies of the angels. And speaking of angels, we have the Angel Answers. Also got this from storage. And I believe this deck is out of print, or at least the one that says Doreen's name on it. I don't know if this is in print anymore, but it's the Doreen Virtue, and I have the older version, Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. This deck, I forgot about it. This deck I lost about 7 years ago, 6 years ago, and I just got it back in my possession because someone is like, hey, you left this box when you moved 6 years ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, I had a whole box of out of print Doreen Virtual decks that you cannot find in stores. So this is one that I want to see if I'm going to keep or I'm going to sell. So we will see. So I read with it today and I love the message that I got with it. So we will see, because I plan to do a giveaway when we reach 8,000. But this deck is starting to speak to me now. I love the backs of it. So this deck, the colors and everything feels very summer energy to me. Like, I like these bright colors in the summer, and things like that. So yeah, so that is the Angel Answers. Don't know if it's still in print, to be honest. Okay, Flower Therapy, Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves. Again, don't know if this deck is in print. Is one of the decks that I found in that older box that was more than 6 years old, and I love this deck. I used to use this deck back in the days on the Psychic Hotline, like the answers, messages from the Archangels. This one, which is my first ever Oracle deck that I ever had, that I stopped reading with, and I wanted to use it again. It was the first Oracle deck I've ever owned, and it accompanied me back in the days of my psychic reading hotline. So this deck goes back like 10 years ago. And this one goes back as well. Is one of the, like, maybe after the, like maybe 9 years ago or something like that. This is the backs. Look how gorgeous. So this feels very summer. As you can see, good condition. I am loving this deck. Haven't read with this deck in like 6-7 years. Love it. Used to use it on the hotlines as well. Just a very beautiful floral deck with real like pictures in it. I love the colors. This feels very summer energy to me, and I'm really, really excited. It has really good messages in it, and it reads really well for me, and it's just gorgeous, and I just cannot wait to see the messages I get for myself and clients. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the back of this deck. I love all the pinks and everything. So those are the oracle decks that I'm planning to work with for the months of May through August. The ending of August before I switch to autumn season. So these are the 12 oracle decks that I'm going to be working with for myself and clients, and then the tarot cards that I'm planning to use on my members channel. Okay, Robinwood. Robinwood was one of the first tarot decks I ever had, if not the first. And because it was around the time I had Hanson Roberts and all of that. So this is the backs of the cards. I love it. Classic, a oldie but a goodie. Very Rider-Waite, but without the devil card is why I got it. It was at a time that I just did not like the devil card. I love this deck. Yes, it doesn't have any diversity in it, but I love the suit, like the Knight of Wands. You can see like he's really in his elements, very fiery. I mean, I do wish it had diversity, but I still love this deck. It's like the Hanson Roberts, you know. So oldie but a goodie. Look at the Hermit, and you have your that's nudity there. Chariot, the Three of Cups, but the where's the, let me see if they have it. See, look at the Queen of Wands. She's very like fire energy. I love the Death card. It's a nice Death card. So this is one of the decks that I learned in Seven of Swords. See, very water energy. She's in the element of water. This is one of the decks that like I learned tarot on when I wasn't, you know, ready to go into the devil card and everything. So it's a good beginner deck to me. Like, I really hate the term beginner, but it's a good deck to read and learn from. So, and it's the devil card. So yeah, so this is it. This is the Robinwood. So I'm planning to work with this deck for readings for others and for myself as well. Feels very summer because this deck is very elemental, and it looks like summer, you know. Another deck that I feel really drawn to work with this summer is the Shadowscapes Tarot. And I have the guidebook for this one now, so, but it is gorgeous. And I love this deck. It has silver, like, not edges, but like silver borders. And the artwork is gorgeous. And I love reading with this deck. Like, you get lost in it. It has so many details and it's just gorgeousness. So I'm going to be using this on my channel for readings this summer and for myself. And like I said, it's just a very gorgeous deck. And I cannot wait to also like the devil card. I have a thing with the devil card. Hermit. The devil card in here, I love the depiction of it. Temperance, the devil. See, there's somebody trapped down there. See? And the heart has cobwebs in it. Like, there's so much symbology in it. It's just really beautiful. So yeah, and this is the Shadowscapes. It's just a beautiful, like, oh, this is the back of the cards. It just feels very summery, very magical, very like entities, like they're little entities or something. Like, I don't know, I like the energy of it. Okay, let me fix the little guidebook there. Okay, then we have this deck. Let's see what's in here. Okay, this is Tarot of the Hidden Realms. I haven't worked with this deck in years. Robinwood and Shadowscapes were also in storage, so I'm really excited to have them back. And Shadowscapes, I love Shadowscapes. This deck helped me through a really hard time. I haven't worked with it in a while because I worked a lot with Hecate with this deck. I don't really work with Hecate. Not Hecate, I'm sorry. The Morrigan. Completely different energy. The Morrigan came to me for a very temporary time. She helped me do a lot of shadow work and things like that. And so I worked a lot with the energy of the Morrigan, and it was like a health crisis that I had with one of my kids. And you know, I had a lot of crows coming, and there's a lot of crows here too. And this deck is just very powerful, and I'm really excited to work with it again because it's been in storage for years. And I'm very, very excited to work with this deck again and do the one card pulls. Very earth based, you know, and like everybody says, it's the faces, and it is a good deck. It is a very good deck. Yeah, I like it. I feel like this could pair well with the gemstones because it's all about the faces on this one too. So yeah, so Tarot of the Hidden Realms I'm going to be working with. And I love the back. I don't know if you, the back has like, it looks like eyes, like something's looking at you. It's very, and then that looks like a heart and a heart. Like, I don't know, it looks like a creature, like, I don't know. The deck just has really good energy. And, oh, this is, oh my goodness, this is Oracle. This is the 12 Oracles. So we have Tarot of the Hidden Realms, Robinwood, Shadowscapes. This is the 12 Oracle deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is that Oracle deck number 12. Okay, so this is Power Animals Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer. I have also the guidebook to this. It's separate. But it is a animal card, and I like these type of decks when it's summer or spring, things like that, when it's like that beautiful earth energy. Around this time I have a lot of messages from animal spirits. Oh, I see ravens all the time. Own your power. Makes sense, makes sense. But yeah, so I love this, and there's a whale in here. Yeah, I love this deck. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous. I love it, love the messages, love the backs, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, so this is the Power Animal Oracle deck. I'm also going to be working with this deck as well. And for summer, so June, July, and August. So these are the decks that I'm going to be using for professional readings for clients. The Groovy Weight, okay, which is not to be confused with the Trippy Weight. This is the Groovy Weight. I love this deck. It's a great deck. See, I use it a lot because look at that. So this one I plan to do readings with for clients this summer. There's 2 new decks that I bought for the summer as well. And the Neon Tarot. These are all by Tarot Collectibles, guys. So, okay. Because this just feels very summer energy to me. It's neon colors. So I thought I'd post the video. So this is the backs. Very summer energy. It just feels summery. It has the traditional imagery, so you're not missing anything. And it just feels very summer. Really, really excited to work with this one. And yeah, all those nice neon colors for summer. So I think it's super great. I'm like really excited about it. I believe this is a limited edition. I think they have like a limited printing on this one, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so I don't know if he still has, but yeah, this is from Tarot Collectibles, Neon Tarot or Neon Pam, something like that. Okay, and last but not least, the Black Lights Tarot, and this is the back. Okay, and this one, if you put like black lights, it glows. And this just feels really summer energy to me as well. Like, I am going to be doing client readings with this one as well. It just has that like summer energy to me. So I'm excited to read and to work with this deck. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. My daughter has a black light. Oh my goodness, look at the star card. Trippy. My daughter, oh my god, love the Afro in the World card. Yeah, but yep, so that's going to be for August, because August is like we're getting into spooky season too. So yeah, those are the decks that I'm going to be working with this summer. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please comment below, let me know if you switch out your decks for the seasonal, and let me know in the comments which were your favorite decks that I showed you. Tarot Collectibles, the last 3. Everything else I've gotten from Amazon Prime. That's usually where I order my decks. I order them from Amazon. Alright guys, much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until the next video. And again, if you want to work with me on one-on-one basis, shamanic@workpriestess.com. If you want to join memberships, press the join button or send me a super thanks if you want to support my channel. Bye guys.